Hey guys, Kay here, and I'm going to tell you guys some tips and tricks on how to care for your doll's hair. So, I suggest getting a short-haired doll first, not a layered hair doll, because their hair is a little bit harder to take care of. I would probably suggest Emily or Kit or some other doll with hair like that. I would not suggest a first curly haired doll, wavy haired doll, any kind of doll like that. I would suggest straight first. And I think you either need to get at least two straight haired dolls before you get a curly haired doll. But, it's fine if you get one straight haired doll, and if you can take good care of straight hair, then you can take good care of curly hair, obviously. And I just think that's how you should do it, depending on how well you take care of a doll's hair. If you don't take well care of a short, straight-haired doll that well, but you do a pretty good job, then I would suggest getting either a straight-haired doll or a wavy-haired doll. Not a full-time curly-haired doll like Artemis, because her hair is really high maintenance, and you basically have to care for it all the time, and you do not want to forget a brush with this hair. So, I actually did have two straight-haired dolls. That's why I suggest having two straight-haired dolls and then a curly-haired doll. But, if you're only going to have two dolls, then make one straight and make one wavy or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I would suggest doing that. And, what you need for basic doll hair care is a spray water container. You're going to have a lot of problems with tangles and stuff if you don't, frizziness. And I would suggest, if you're getting a doll for Christmas and it's your first doll and you know about it, or you're going to buy a doll, I would suggest that you buy a hairbrush with it, because you're going to need a hairbrush, or either just go to the store and buy a, metal bristled brush for your doll instead of going to American Girl and get one. One thing that everybody should know is never, ever, ever, and I put full emphasis on this, never use your brush on your doll's hair, because the oils from your hair, because you have natural oils in your hair that make your hair soft and not dry and stuff. And dolls don't have those because obviously they have plastic hair and not real hair. So you don't need to transfer those oils to your doll's hair because they don't need that. So yeah. Your doll's hair also, never ever put any products on your doll's hair other than shampoo, and that's only if you need it, and I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, never put hairspray or anything in your doll's hair ever, because it will completely ruin your doll's hair, and dolls do not come cheap, especially these, so don't mess up their hair with a product that you could have not used. So, yeah. Now on to the shampooing, conditioning, all that kind of advanced stuff. If you're going to wash your doll's hair, you need to do it for only certain reasons. For example, if you're going to be straightening a doll's hair, which I'm going to get to in a minute, I would suggest only washing that doll's hair just so it would, or just wet it. And you do not need to get the wig cap wet. Do not ever get the wig cap wet when you're washing your doll's hair, if you ever do. So, but I would suggest only doing that if your doll has frizzy hair and needs it desperately, or has really dry hair. And you should only do it if you're, I'd probably say, at least 12 or over 12. to do this, or if you're under that age and you know that your doll has crazy hair, if you have an older sister or something who had dolls before, let her do it or let your mom do it, and just watch a YouTube video. I would suggest watching either Steven's Woda Dancer, I'm pretty sure AG Snapshots has one, anybody who has a hair tutorial on how to wash your doll's hair, do that. If you're going to do a downy dunk to your doll's hair, only do it if she has frizzy hair, again, and basically, you know, let your mom do it if you're not 12 or over, or let your mom do it. So, yeah, let's move on to the next subject. And I know that Steven Woda Dancer has a tutorial on how to do that. So just watch tutorials while you're doing it so you don't mess up. And yeah. I also suggest, if you I would suggest, like, if you already have a curly haired doll, and you don't really take care of it well, I would not suggest having Caroline or somebody like that as a first time curly haired doll. I would suggest Ruthie, or some wavy haired doll like Sage. I would especially suggest Sage. Her hair is really nice and, you know, it's good. Now I'm going to talk about straightening your doll's hair. If you're going to straighten your doll's hair, only do it if, for example, you have Julie, and she, you took out her braid. I would not just suggest taking out her braid unless it's really ratty, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a video soon on that, where I'm going to be, fixing G's doll, Julie, and I'm going to be making her hair pretty and take all the spots and stuff, and you guys, I'm going to post a video for that for you guys. So you know, you don't want to have the ripple in it, so you're obviously going to straighten it. Or if you have Molly and you still got her braids, or any other doll who had braids in her hair, or if you just had your doll's hair braided for a while, or if you have a wavy haired doll, I would not suggest doing it with a curly haired doll. But if you had a wavy haired doll and you just want to take the wave out of her hair, which I would not suggest doing because waves are beautiful, you know, you could straighten it for that reason, but I would suggest doing it for like the unnatural ripple, for if your doll's hair was in braids. So yeah. But I would suggest doing it on the lowest temperature you can, and make sure to spray your doll's hair beforehand. You need to soak it in water, and you want to do it small sections at a time, and you want to do it very quickly, because even if it's on the lowest temperature, it could still be really hot. But I would suggest using it right as you plug it in, and do small sections. And if it steams, please do not be alarmed. It is not your doll's hair burning. It is just from the water. And yeah, AG Snapshots I know has a video on that, and I'm pretty sure Steven's Woda Dancer does too. So I give credit to them. And there are a couple of people who have doll hair tips. So if you want any more doll hair tips, then you can comment down below, or you can watch those videos. I will not put a link in the description to them because I'm just not really going to. But I will tell you the YouTube names if you didn't quite catch them the first time down there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you guys out a lot. And please just be very careful with your doll hair, because that's usually what people look for first when they're buying a doll offline. Like if you want to sell your doll one day, they usually look at the quality of the hair and, you know, That's usually the main thing they look at, so just keep that in mind. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye! Like, comment, and subscribe.